This is my Hello Hotpot. I've had it for exactly 9 days and it is no longer working. Counter cooking. No kitchen, no problem. I'm filming this video right before I attempt to return this to H-mart, which is where I purchased this 9 days ago. I just looked at their return policy and they say if you buy some kind of electronics or appliances, you have 14 days to return them, which is not a long time at all. So I'm glad that it happened within that return period. So it happened 2 days ago. And what happened was anytime that I plugged this in, it was setting off my GFCI outlets. Like it was tripping the circuit and turning them off. So there was no way for me to use this pot, and I was very disappointed because this is my favorite appliance right now. I've been making soup in this like every single day. It's just been really great to use this. I've been making pasta in it. It's been just really super convenient, and I was so disappointed when I could not get this to work. So I looked up potential causes of what would cause that problem, and it's usually two things. The first thing is that something's wrong with the appliance. It's leaking electricity, and that's going to cause the GFCI outlet to trip. The other issue is there could be water inside the appliance. And I was like, okay, well, maybe there's water inside the appliance. So I've waited 48 hours to see like what's going on. You know, is there water in here? I figured that would be a good enough time to let it dry out if there was water in there. And I plugged it in today and it's still tripping the outlet. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to see if I could return it and maybe get a new one. So I did not immerse this pot at all. The directions are when you clean it, don't immerse it. And I did not immerse it at all. I did clean it. You obviously do have to wash out the inside of the pot. And so there will be water on the appliance. So I'm thinking, well, maybe somehow water got inside. I mean, I don't know. Or it could just be the appliance itself. So in the past, quite a few years ago, I had a rice cooker that did the same exact thing. Like one day I just plugged in the rice cooker and it started tripping the outlet, and there's nothing that I could do to get it to work. And I was like, okay, I guess I just can't use this rice cooker anymore. And that was the full-size rice cooker. It's not a mini rice cooker or a small one. And it was a rice cooker that I had for many years. So at that point, I was like, okay, well, it's old. I'll just, toss it and get a new one. And since then, I've been using smaller appliances. But this is brand new. I mean, I've had it 9 days. I've only been using it for 7 days. So to say I am disappointed, it's like an understatement. Now, I should also say that the previous Hello Hotpot that I had, it was like a pink one. It was a little bit bigger, a little bit taller, had a different design to it. The reason why I had to let that one go is because it just stopped working one day. It was not tripping the outlet. It just stopped working. I plugged it in. It would not go on at all. So this is actually the third Hello pot that I've had. The first Hello appliance that I bought was actually this same exact hot pot. And I used it for a while, and then one day, I don't know what happened, but the glass cover shattered. It just like completely shattered. So when that happened, I was like, I don't know if this is really like a safe appliance to use, and I really wasn't using it. So then I got rid of it. And that was a few years before I even started this channel. So I didn't know as much about like small appliances as I do now. So yeah, I'm not happy with this brand at all. Like this Hello brand, I really don't trust this brand as far as quality goes. I just bought it because it was on sale. It was $17.99. It's local. I could pick it up at the local store, and I really like the fact that it's stainless steel. That's why I purchased it. And that's why I would actually exchange this for another one. This is my replacement hot pot. I'm actually in the middle of editing the video about how this stopped working and I had to return it. And I can't find the rest of the footage for that video, so I'm just filming this new. It is now several weeks later, and this is the second pot, and it's working great so far. I haven't had any issues with it. I'm past the 14-day return window. So what happened with the first one was I had 14 days to return it to H-mart. So I was within that return window. Now I didn't have the actual receipt, but I had a copy of my receipt because I digitize all my receipts and I keep them stored on a hard drive. So when I printed it out, they were a little bit confused about the printed receipt versus the actual receipt. And she basically told me to make sure I come back with the actual receipt if I ever need to return anything else in the future. And I was like, okay, I'll make sure to keep the receipts for at least 14 days, which is their return window on appliances. So far, it's been working great. I don't want to jinx anything. The one thing that I'm making sure that I do different is that when I clean this pot, I clean out the inside with soap and a scrubber sponge, and then I'll rinse the outside, but I never turn this over. When I'm cleaning this, I always keep this upright and I never turn it over because I just want to eliminate the possibility of any kind of water getting in the bottom. I don't know if that's what caused the problem with the first pot, but just in case it is, that's why I do it that way. And so far I haven't had any issues. Fingers crossed. I really, really like this pot. So I'm hoping that it continues to work well. And I'm definitely happy that I exchanged it for the same one versus just getting my money back and not having the pot. But I did want to put the information out there for anyone who buys this pot or who buys a similar pot. There is a chance that it could just stop working one day like my pink Hello Hotpot did, or like my previous one that was the same exact model as this one, it just kept tripping the outlets. So just keep that in mind if you're using an appliance like this.